want to talk about how evil the social media is these days. Because it seems no one's talking about it, so I'm just going to talk about it. That's going to be a pretty long video. Okay, here we go. So, social media. What comes to your mind when you think about social media? Well, it's like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. And there are other forms of social media, but these are the mainstream. Everyone knows it. And well, the big issue these days is that the social media is no longer the same as when it was invented, when it was something else at the very beginning. Something different than now. And what I mean by evil is that these days, when you scroll on social media, you don't see any of those funny contents in the past. You don't see the memes, the cartoons, the whatever back in the days, back in the 2000s, when everything was just pure, everything was wholesome, everything was kind. Nowadays, you scroll on social media, you see sexual content, you see politics, you see people dissing each other, you see toxic stuff, you see, I don't know, unrealistic bodies, you see things that you're not supposed to see because they're bad for you. But everyone just accepts it. Everyone just think that this is normal. It's normalized nowadays. And the one thing, I'm going to talk about many things in this video, but the first thing it comes to my mind, and that's one thing I also struggle with, I had a problem with, was that when you scroll on social media, you see all these perfect body physique, perfect appearance, faces, super handsome, pretty, beautiful, attractive. You first think to yourself, I'm jealous of them, they're so good looking. The second stage that comes afterwards is that you think to yourself, I'm ugly, I'm useless, I'm a piece of shit, I'm a piece of crap, no one likes me, no one will ever do anything love me, no one will ever be there for me because I am the last person that anyone wants to talk to because I'm ugly and I'm not funny and I am not the one person they want me to be. That's it. You compare yourself to these so-called perfect people with these perfect body physique, with these perfect personalities. And then subconsciously, after you finish watching the videos or reading those news or have a look at the pictures and stuff, you think to yourself and you compare yourself to them. And that's one thing you don't want to do because comparison causes pain. Whenever something happens, whenever something painful happens, it's because comparison happened. When you compare one person to another, when you compare one thing to another, when you compare emotions and feelings, oh, I felt this more than you. I am more depressed than you. I'm more happy than you. You're subconsciously hurting the other person because you make the other person feel like, oh, you're more important than me. I'm nothing. And so social media is no longer used as a way of interaction. It's not used as a way to contact people Because you remember back in the days when everyone has, I don't know, Nokia or just a flip phone, where, it's just like you had some emergency situations, you call them and that's it. You don't, when you get bored, you don't go on your phone to check, oh, let me check some pretty girls' pictures. Oh, let me send some DMs. Oh, let me comment under this person's post. LOL, funny as hell. No. Everyone was focusing on their personal life. No one had any saying over the other person's life. And it was peaceful. Well, I wouldn't call it peaceful, but it's way more peaceful than nowadays. And another thing I want to talk about is the unrealistic side of social media. And when I say that, mostly it's based off the appearance. It's almost 90% of the stuff when I think of unrealistic stuff on social media is bodies and appearance. You got Photoshop, you got editing tools. None of these shit that you see online is 100% true or realistic. Perfect example is bodybuilding. And when I say that, it's because I know. A lot of people, when you go online, you see all these muscular guys and buffed. And you look at yourself in the mirror, you go to the bathroom, and you look in the mirror and you say that, my body looks so fucking weak compared to that. Well, no shit. Because you don't know what went on behind that 3 seconds of reel or 3 seconds of short video. It could be years of work. It could be, it could be anything. And you did nothing. And you want to compare yourself to them? That is literally asking to be depressed, to be disappointed in yourself. Because you're doing something also unrealistic. You're comparing yourself with unrealistic people, with unrealistic situations, and you think that is normal. Of course you're going to get depressed. Of course you're going to get disappointed. Of course you're going to get despaired. Because you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. There are many sides of social media I do want to talk about. And of course, the first one I talk about is health. The three big niche that everyone talks about is health, money, so business, and relationship. And I'm gonna get into every single one of them in this video. So when it comes to health, that's the first thing. Second thing is appearance. And this goes to the girls. You scroll on social media, you see some pretty girls with fluffy hair, with pretty eyes, with good looking lips. I don't know what to say, but with makeup on, with also unrealistic body physique. Very slim, not fat, model type. And then you compare that to yourself, of course you're gonna get depressed. Of course you're gonna get really sad. Because you are not the same. Because the amount of stuff that the other person went through to get there could be years of experiencing problems with health, with also trying to get fit, with, generally mental problem as well, or skin problems. It doesn't happen in just those 5 seconds that you saw on the reels, on the short videos, on those TikToks. It happened because there are a lot of time put into those just short 5 seconds. So many things happen into those 5 seconds. But to you, it's just 5 seconds. So you assume that those 5 seconds is all it took. Because social media also kind of makes you just go dumb. It doesn't make you think. It doesn't give you that chance, the time to critically think that, oh, this person might have gone through some real tough situation to get to this very good place they are at right now. Water break. So that helps. That's the health part. Conclusion? You can check out these people. That's no problem. I'm not restricting you to just like, oh yeah, don't check out these people because they're unrealistic and you shouldn't follow them. No, you could set them as your goal, but you cannot convince or tell yourself that you're gonna get there in just 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or even worse, 1 month. That's not gonna happen. Or one day. Some people are arrogant enough to think that they're gonna get a body physique like C-bomb in just like 5 weeks of training, going to the gym. No, that's not gonna happen. Everything takes time. And this is what most people will neglect. They just ignore. And that's how evil it is, social media. Because it doesn't make you think. It doesn't show you the other side of all these short reels, short videos, short TikToks. Yeah, it takes maybe like 5 minutes to make them, but to make it happen, it took probably a lot more time than just 5 minutes. So that's the health part. Second part is business. Oh, I have so much to say about business because I myself was one of those people that fell for the side hustle guru. You ever come across some short videos of people talking to the camera saying that, are you tired of working 9 to 5s? Are you tired of letting your boss tell you what the fuck you need to do? Are you tired of this and that and that and that? Well, fear not. I have the perfect solution for you. And slowly they start leading you towards this so-called solution to all of your financial problems. What you don't know is you are the solution to their financial problems because you are being misled to purchase some of the courses that's not even going to make you rich. I fell for this myself a couple of times. I bought courses online and stuff, and they cost a lot. It was like $49 sometimes, $50, $70. And that's a lot of money for me because I'm not like, I'm in a very average, like the most average family that you can possibly think of. How average? Well, you might be to that question, I can just tell you that this clothes is probably going to be the only clothes I'm going to wear for the entire channel. Could be for at least a very long time, because I don't have that many clothes, and I don't like to buy a lot of clothes because first I don't want to waste too much money. If I have clothes, that's okay. That's it. I just want to wear it, and if it looks good, even better, plus points. And so I don't get the point of where you purchase a bunch of clothes like full, like the closet is completely full. No. And so, and then back to the point. All these people scamming your money because they keep telling you the solution to your financial problem is in their bio, is there in their link tree, is in their PDF, their courses, everything you need to know is there. However, There is that 0.1% of the people that are actually doing good. They are actually helping people. But the problem is that 0.1%, well, how lucky are you to able to find them? How lucky are you to be able to find these 0.1% of people that actually is selling good courses, actually giving out good advice, good financial advice, how to earn money, how to do all of these things? I can't even tell you how many YouTube videos I watched on side hustles. The amount of times I've watched about affiliate marketing, copywriting, trading, crypto, all of this is insane. And I still remember to this day when I watched all those affiliate marketing courses, those short 10 minutes video, and they tell you how easy it is. You set your account and this and that, and you get your link from the website and stuff. Well, that's not how it fucking works. The people that are watching this, if you're trying affiliate marketing, let me give you a piece of advice. It takes years. You know why? Because you need to first build a platform on the social media. And so these companies will give you the affiliate marketing link, the affiliate link to their products so you can promote them. Because if you don't have customers, if you don't have a group of audience to listen to you, how are you going to get money in their pocket and so they can share a small percentage of that and then give it to you? How is that going to work? So you have to apply for those, and if you don't have if you don't have a platform or a group of audience that listen to you, you are not gonna make any money. You're not even gonna able to start. And believe me, I tried. That is the truth I'm speaking. That is the reality of side hustles. So that's the business side. That's the money-making side of the evilness of social media. Relationship. Oh boy. Relationship is something that, I myself have struggled with because before I was 18, like I was rejected, played, dumped. I don't know. I didn't even have any official relationship. It was just all situationships, if I had any. And so, relationship is something that you also see, on a daily basis on the internet. You see all these pretty couples, doing all these dances together, having enjoyable moments, having romantic moments with each other. And you watch those reels and you are just, when that short video, that short reel ends, and you realize you're sitting on the sofa, you hold your phone, and you may be eating some food, you're not fit, you don't have anyone on your side, by your side, and you tell yourself, I'm a fucking loser. I'm a fucking loser. This is who I am. I'm a total fuck up. I'm not good at anything. And I'm never gonna be able to find someone that loves me, that stays by my side, that is loyal to me. I'm never gonna be happy. That's what's gonna happen to you if you watch too many of those reels. And I say it from my own experience. On the bottom of my heart, my own experience. Because the amount of times when I scroll on social media and I see all these great relationship, right? Cute moments between the couples, and they're just absolutely adorable, romantic, amazing. So that is another evil side because it makes you feel depressed about the fact that you're being single, but that's not the problem. Being single isn't the problem. Being sad while single, that's the problem. You think you get in a relationship and that relationship is going to solve all of your problems, all of your life problems? No. That problem is still going to be there. But what's different is that now you have someone to share that problem with, so you're suffering less. You're still suffering because the problem is there. You're not getting rid of it. You didn't remove them out of the equation. It's still there. It's just have someone together that is with you, that is suffering at the same time. But what's worse is that the other person didn't sign up for that. Well, maybe they wanted to, but it's not their problem. It was never their problem. And so you are causing more damage to their life. So that relationship is never gonna last. That relationship is not gonna hold up to the end. And people often confuse with happiness comes from relationship, or happiness comes from your partner. No, happiness comes from within. You want happiness, you have to get it up on your own. What's different about relationship and not being single is that you are now sharing that happiness and joy with other person, and that person shares their joy with you. And so positive plus positive is even more positive. So you're feeling more joy. It was never just basic joy. No, it's more. That is a healthy relationship. Of course, during the relationship, you have to also work through a bunch of problems. You have to also basically just get through with all these like life and relationship problems you have to work with. Could be small habits and stuff, you know. But I'm talking about major life problem, like you have depression, you have really bad mental illness. That's one of the most common examples. And if the other person is completely fine, it's hard, it's super difficult for them to stay all the way. There are actually a lot of people that do that, but are you gonna actually doing that? Are you actually gonna do that? Because them being there and trying to help you out, then you can't say that they're gonna be completely fine. There would be some damage dealt to them because you are broken. If you don't heal from the previous person that hurt you real bad, the previous person basically cut you, and you didn't let the wound heal, that blood is gonna drip to the next person that holds your hand, and that is not gonna be a good ending. You want a healthy relationship? Work on yourself first. But that's never, ever, ever be mentioned on those cute couple reels, cute couple short videos that you see on social media, because all you see is the positive side of relationship. You also don't see the negatives and how they work through it, because they also go through problems. Every single couple go through it. So how are we gonna solve this problem with social media? How are we gonna get over the fact that, oh, I have a problem with phone addiction, I keep on scrolling and I see all these stuff and I'm addicted to it, and this is the only time I feel somewhat happy? Well, my advice is start realizing, or just tell yourself this: everything you see on social media is fake. No matter if they are real or not, before you scroll, you just tell yourself, okay, for the next 15 minutes when I scroll, everything I see are fake. Doesn't matter. Everything. And you do that for some time, and you're going to slowly realize you'll be able to distinguish which are the real stuff you should listen to or watch. Because there are good stuff. I'm not saying that there are not any good stuff on social media. I'm saying that there are also good stuff, but it's in minorities. You will be able to distinguish and recognize what are the good contents, what are the contents that you should consume. Not the ones that you see whatever, like you scroll every single one of them. Oh, I like this, I like that. No. You still have to decide which one you should listen to, which one you should watch, which one you should consume. Because it's all about perception, all about your choices. And the choices are really the most important thing in the world, because the consequences and what comes afterwards directly impact and affect your personal life. From the smallest details to the biggest thing in the world. And yeah, that's what I want to say about social media in general. Now, that's the evil side. There are also positives, okay? I'm not saying that there are no positives, there are only negatives. No, social media has the positives. Positive is that there are also positive contents out there. You can use it for the good purpose. But if it comes down to the consumers, so the ones that are scrolling, you have to decide and choose and take action. What form and what type of content you think will improve your life? Because if you are having a problem with, I don't know, mental illness, physical health problems, relationship problems, financial problems, or you're not happy about your life, in general, a bunch of problems mixed up together, and your life is not at the place that you want to be, and you suck at everything, and everything also suck at that moment, you gotta take actions. You gotta do something. You can't just sit there and scroll on your phone and try to just watch a bunch of motivational videos and quotes and never do a single thing. You have to take actions. Social media is there for only a small booster to boost you just a tiny bit. And then it drags you down all the way because you might scroll too far and you just get addicted to all of this scrolling. So you gotta take actions. Hell, you could click off this video right now and actually do something, and I would happy to hear that. Because that means my words mean something. That you start to realize that, okay, social media is there. It's for a reason, and you can use it for good if you know how to use it. But in general, it's still down to how you decide it's gonna play out. Yes, it's evil. It is absolutely evil these days because I'll give you an example. Whenever I open Instagram, Twitter, not Facebook, but TikTok, whatever, the amount of times I see nudity, I see naked people, I see all these sexual contents, and I realize There are kids watching this. There are young people, teenagers watching this. And the problem is, if they are watching this, that means that their parents is already played a horrible, horrible role. You shouldn't give a teenager and give him or her unlimited access to the internet when they're like 12 or 13. No. I wouldn't even give my kids a phone like that until they're like 12 or 13. What for? What for? You're gonna get on the social media and you see all these naked women, all these naked men. And what for? You see all the OnlyFans, you see all the nudity, you see all this porn. And why? Why would you promote all of this on social media when there are kids watching it? To the people that are making content like this, you are also damaging the next generation. And you only think about your benefit. You only think that I want to do this because I feel like it, I feel empowered or independent, I feel like this is what I need to do, and I feel like this is my destiny or this is my role. Be responsible. And also to the people that are purchasing. That's another thing. Without you guys, they would have never made it to a successful place. This OnlyFans, all this porn studio, all of this would not exist without people that don't have self-control, without discipline. If everyone has discipline, everyone can control what they click on, none of this would happen. None of this would still be promoted. It will slowly die out. Sometimes I open social media. I go on Instagram mostly to scroll. And I just scroll and scroll and scroll, and there's gonna be one reel that I see, and it's some naked girls or almost naked just dancing and twerking at the camera, and I'm like, bro, what am I doing with my fucking life? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? I have better shit to do. I have a purpose in life, and this is not it. This is not it. Watching girls twerking on camera, this is not the thing that you need to do to make your parents proud, to make yourself proud of you, to make the people around you to be proud of you and say, whenever people ask about who that guy is, and they will say, that guy is great. That guy is amazing. That guy is a man of his word, of his actions. That guy is a successful man. So, social media could be used for good if you know how to use it, if you have self-control, if you have critical thinking. Because without critical thinking, you just mindlessly, without thinking, just scroll. And it never ends. Before you know it, half an hour passed, 1 hour passed, 2 hours passed, 5 hours passed, half a day passed, and I haven't done anything. How are you gonna get rid of this? How are you gonna get off this addiction? I'm gonna list off a few things that helped me. And I hope they work for you as well, because I do want everyone, I want as much people as possible, right? To just be able to control themselves. Because in a world where there's order, meaning with self-control, with discipline, it's gonna be a way better place. It's always gonna be a better place. First thing, go to the gym. I don't care if you are a man or a woman, go to the gym. Work out. And you will start to realize after each time when you work out, you feel something good about you. You're no longer feel that shitty. Of course, you're not gonna see a huge or major change in front of the mirror, but you're gonna feel something. And what I want you to do is keep on doing it. Be consistent about it, because most people also give up around like 2-3 weeks, and they're just like, I quit because I don't see any progress. Well, no shit, because that's not when you see the progress. If you prolong it to like 2-3 months, maybe you see a tiny bit, and then 2-3 years, that's when you see the real progress. Most people don't talk about it. It's just like, oh yeah, 6 months is enough. You're not Superman. Unless you take Psst. But even when you take Psst, you need to also work out, with discipline. People who do Psst, they're not like, oh yeah, I just Psst, and then I sleep and I get super jacked up. No, they also have to work. But go to the gym, or you could be like me. I know right now I'm having a condition, like I mentioned in the previous video. So I'm doing calisthenics, but in general, do exercises, work out. Right? It doesn't have to be going to the gym. It can be also with anything. It could be just push-ups, pull-ups, anything. Simple exercises. You keep on doing it every single day and you start to feel good about yourself. That's the first step to self-improvement. Work on your physical health. Second step, mental health. If you have people around you that are depressed, get the fuck away from them. Get away. Because you are the people, you are a product of the people that are around you. You are a product of the environment that you put yourself into. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you have gone through. If you don't pull yourself out of this mud, out of this deep shit, no one's gonna do it. Because all of the people around you, if they're all depressed, no one's gonna help you. You are all down to yourself. So the mental health is also very important, and you have to realize this quickly. Because I was at a very bad place where everyone around me was just negative, full of negative stuff. They're hating, they're toxic, they're depressed, they have mental illness, they have this and that. I felt lost. I didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to do. I didn't know how I'm gonna get myself out of this. I knew that I was at a very bad place, but I had no idea how to get out of it. Until I graduated from high school, and then I just had a break from all these people. That's when I started to feel like, holy shit, I want to do good things. I want to actually start doing things. Not wasting my time, not going out drinking, not getting wasted, just actually doing things. So that's another thing. Mental health. Because if you keep getting depressed, the only thing that is going to make you feel better, one of the few things, drugs, alcohol, right? And then another thing, the last thing is social media. You go on there and you scroll and scroll and scroll, right? Third thing, and this is mostly for the guys because I don't think this applies to a lot of girls. mostly guys. And you know why? Stop watching porn. Stop it. That shit is not gonna save you. That shit is not gonna get you the girl that you want. That shit is not gonna get that money you want. That shit is not gonna get the life that you want. Stop watching that shit. You only get 5 seconds out of the pleasure of watching it. That's it. You don't get anything else. And you know it after finish watching the video or after you ejaculate, whatever. You know that from deep of your heart, you feel like shit. You feel like, what the fuck did I just do? You look at yourself in the mirror and you just feel like you are a piece of shit. Because you are. Because what you did was bad. Now, I'm not gonna be a saint and sit here and tell people that, oh yeah, I've never done that, but no, I know it. I came from that. I'm not gonna be a bullshitter. I know the struggle to even get off from that addiction. I know the struggle of not going on that website. I know the struggle when you are alone, when you feel lonely, when you feel depressed, and you feel like grabbing the toilet paper and just go on that website and actually get that 5 seconds of dopamine hit. I know the struggle. And that's why I also know the consequences of it. I know what comes along with it. I know the bad things that will happen to you if you do it. Yeah, I see some social media, some reels, some shorts, some TikToks, and saying that masturbation cause it would twice per week or something would cause would improve your cardio health or something like that. Sure, okay. I'm not denying that. You can do it, but not with porn. You know why? Because it affects how you think towards relationship. It affects how you think towards sexual relationship. And before you know it, your perspective, your perception of relationship, how you view it, how you view your partner, is no longer healthy. So, yeah, this is something that I feel like a lot of guys need to hear. And they probably already heard it from many other well-known people on social media already. I sometimes come across these videos online on Instagram where some very well-spoken people that are Christian, and they're answering these questions about why should you stop watching porn. They would say that it's the act of the devil and all of that, but the whole message is still, it's not good for you, that's it. Right? And then people still constantly ask, why is it not good? Why is it not good? Well, if it's good for you, then why do you feel bad after doing it? And you know it. Every guy knows it. After that, you feel like, holy shit, what did I just do? I'm a fucking failure. I'm a fucking retard. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking loser. Why did I fucking do that? Why? Just why did I do it? Question yourself and you just blame yourself for doing it, and you never, ever, ever stop blaming yourself. You keep on doing it every single time, but then you never stop. So if you're trying to get a better place, that's highly recommend. Start working out, working on your body physique, on your physical health. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, but you have to work on your physical health. You have to stay fit. Second, mental health. Make sure that you are surrounded by positive people. If you're not, try to stay as far as you can from them. Even when they're very close and someone that you've known for years, you try to be there for them, you help them. You have to do that as well as a friend. You have to do it. But also at the same time, don't be affected by their energy. Don't be affected by their vibe, by their emotions, because you're not living their life, you're living your life. Don't let other people's lives to interfere your lives. And third, get the fuck off that porn. Get off from it. OnlyFans, fuck that. Porn, fuck it. Sexual nudity contents online, fuck all of that. You do what you need to do to improve your lives, because as I said always, your life is in your hand and no one's gonna come around and help you with your life, because that's not their problem. That's not their burden. Your life is all the way down to your hand and your decisions and your choices. So start taking care of yourself. Social media was never a bad thing. It was only mutated throughout the process. Someone interfered and changed the whole course of social media, and it led to a complete wrong direction. Social media, the idea of social media wasn't to create all of this mess, okay? All of this toxicity online, blaming men or women for this and that. Whenever you go on comment section, you see it's like, oh yeah, you're blaming this, blaming that. What's the point? What's all of this point? You don't know what the other person is going through. You don't know who's behind the screen of the person that just commented or made that video. Why spread the hate? Why do it? Get on with your lives. Do what you need to do. Just get your life at the point where you would like to be, and that's it. Don't comment on other people's life. Let them live their life. And also, those people don't interfere other people's life. No one interfere with each other. Get along, and just, I don't know, just do what you need to do. All this toxicity online, for what? For what? It's meaningless. So, yeah, social media was never evil. It was the people that made it evil. And that's why social media is now evil these days. If you want to take extreme cautions, if you want to take extreme actions, if you really want to just, fuck it all and do it, delete all of your social medias. You can live without it. Leave the contacts with the people that you know, give them their number, and that's it. You can send them messages and stuff. You don't need anything else. You can occasionally look at the news. To be honest, the news these days are not very trustworthy, but just take a look at what's going on around the world, know what's going on, and that's it. Get on with your lives, leave, and just live your life peacefully, and do what you need to do. Yeah. I hope everyone who's watching this will get the life they want, will find peace, will find some quietness, will be able to recover from whatever sickness you have, no matter physical or mental, and you will have a better life. And I hope that happens to everyone, as much people as possible.